Yo, fam! Holy shit! This is the day. This is the day we've been waiting for. Trump coming into office. And I think it's great. I think it's incredible. But I also think that you have to protect yourself. Guys, it's been too easy. It's been too easy. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. And I know a lot of people call me stupid when I say stuff like this. But please do not get wrecked. So today we're going to talk about how you cannot get wrecked on this dump that is coming, in my opinion. How you can position yourself for the inauguration. Although I'm going to be here on the time when it's happening. At 11:45 ET. I'm going to be here. And we're going to be live streaming the whole thing. But I just want to just tell you my opinion and enlighten you of what I'm thinking about the whole thing. One thing is certain. I told you this here. I told you that we are going to have a dump. This is what I tweeted on my profile on January 17th. And I said, if you look here, if you follow me, you know this. If you're not, well, you're missing out. And we're up here on the total market cap at 3.56 trillion. And I said, I don't like this. Call me crazy. Just feel something ain't right. 10-20% drop on memes or on most coins are absolutely possible. And this is exactly what happened. And this is what I tweeted, that it played out very, very nicely. We did see a massive dump. Some coins went 25-30% down. And it was not nice. I mean, for a lot of people, it was obviously devastating. We took profits and then we started layering back in. And this is exactly what is happening. The question really is, are we going lower here? And are we going to retrace here? Because here we didn't, which is a problem. I know you think, oh, but we came back lower. No, that's not how it works. How it works is that it has to touch the level that is drawn on the chart, because that's how TA works. And if it doesn't, it's called an inducement. And that means we can have serious trouble. So, guys, if that sounds good, please smash and obliterate the like button. Let me know if you are here and you are happening here. It's super important for me to see. And yeah, just let us know. Let us know what is really happening here. What do we have here? Who else do we have here? Kevin, I see you. Present. So nice. Always so transparent. Yes, sir. Always. Well, Fefe really thinks we're going to dump because strategic reserves are not ready. We'll see. I'm going to talk about it. I see we have 700 people. Come on, give it up. Everybody's waiting for this day. Okay, I'm gonna give you my thoughts, and then all I ask in return is please make sure to smash and obliterate the like button, share this show with your friends, let everybody know that we are live here, and of course follow me on X. There is a link in the description. Make sure to do that as well. I keep you updated on every trade I take and everything is happening on the market, so that would help a lot, and it would obviously help for you as well. Now look at this. What on earth is this, guys? What is happening here? Look at this. I mean, Trump. I mean, you know, everybody's been fading and whatever. So if you live under a rock, okay? If you live under a rock, I tweeted this and I said, watch out. There is some, this is what I said exactly. Can't call me crazy, I just feel something ain't right. 10-20% drop on most coins are absolutely probable. Now, I've been in crypto since 2016. So now why did I know this? I can't tell you. I just see the chart, I read the chart, I understand the chart, I know what's happening. And people start explaining, oh, it happened because of Trump coin. I don't give a crap, you know? It happened. And I've seen it on the chart, it's gonna happen. So market makers most likely knew it. Closed for 35-40% of all the leverage positions that I had. Completely cut my underwater positions. This would have been devastating to just leave these open. And this is the game plan, but 2.95 trillion is still in the cards. Very unlikely, but still is. And if you live under a rock, Trump launched a meme. Now, I don't want to talk about this because you've seen all the shows. Everybody, I couldn't come live on the weekend, unfortunately. But you've seen all the shows, all the people talking about it. Trump launched a token, yada, yada, fine. Now, first of all, I'll tell you one thing, and I will own it. One thing, I like this picture here. Civil War, you know, when he was being shot at, and a meme coin of Solana. that's kind of what happened. And I will tell you honestly, I've been fading it. This is the truth, you know. So I right curved it, and that means that I've been overthinking. And what is very cool, like you have to understand that in Banter, we have like 60 researchers, and 80% of them didn't get in because everybody thought it was either a scam, he was either hacked, it was, you know, like it didn't make any sense. And then I just wrote this tweet up here, and we were going with a lot of people in groups I'm in, personal as well, private groups, and they're like, and we're going back and forth on whether should we buy it or not. And so here is why I didn't. Other than the fact that we have seen the SEC government account hacked last year, not one of his close people reposted it. So Ivanka, who reposts everything, didn't repost this. Eric Trump, obviously massively up on crypto, didn't repost it. World Debate Finance, his crypto company, didn't repost this. Elon Musk didn't repost this. JD Vance didn't repost this. So How can you start buying into something that's at like 2, 3, 4? I actually heard about it, 5 billion market cap. How can you buy into something at 5 billion market cap without any of his people retweeting it? That's ludicrous. Ludicrous. And of course, now looking back, everybody is smart, but I right-curved it. Like I was like, I'm not going to put any money in this. And 80% of the supply is locked for 3 years. The only thing not ticking the box is how on earth this could stay up there for as long as if it was a hack. So it didn't make any sense to me. I didn't get in. Obviously, the token was not a scam. And they started I heard about it down here, literally down here. So I fumbled the what? Just the 1200%, fine. So I fumbled this whole thing. So this was happening. People losing their minds. Yeah, sorry. So this is the token here. People has been losing their minds down here. I was down here, 5 billion. Yeah, 1200%. So people has been losing their minds and everybody was like, oh my God, what is happening? But this token started to skyrocket. Okay, so reaching Philippe Shiba at 13 billion, like in no time. In no time, it generated 11 billion in DEX volume on Solana. 11 billion. $11 billion. His meme coin drove Solana DEX activity to 10% of Nasdaq's daily volume. Let me just explain to you how crazy that is. An industry, ours, right, at a small 1 trillion whatever market cap 2 years ago, has been called a red poison, a scam, we've been like battled with, completely bombarded by the SEC, hated on. And now, on the day Trump announces his meme coin alone drove the activity to Solana as of 10% of the NASDAQ. Do you understand what that means? Do you actually understand what this means? You can hate on it all you want. We're going to talk about that in a second. This is history, brother. This is history. This is history. And everybody's going crazy. And obviously the single biggest onboarding event in crypto, Moonshot, as where you could go and you can buy. Moonshot is a place where you can buy memes with your crypto credit card. And so 400,000 onboarded people, 8 million requests per minute on Phantom. Absolutely insane. Trump roughly 10x'd his net worth in 48 hours launching a coin from 6 billion to 60 billion. Do you think he hates crypto? Because I think crypto is great. He will say, we launched this coin. Baron told me to launch this. I don't know. I didn't launch it. Baron told me to launch it. I just gave my phone to Baron. He said, Daddy, let me look at your phone. He just opened this pump fund thingy. It was very great. Very good platform. Great people. And he just pushed confirm. And then there was like billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars into my wallet. And then I just doubled and tripled and 10x my net worth. And it was fantastic. It was great. So, repeat, the most powerful man in the world, whose number one priority is money, just made more than 10x he made in his 70 years. 70 years! In 48 hours, bro. Anyway, I'm not gonna rant on this. This chart looks insane. This is the Trump chart, and it looks like Trump. It does look like Trump, brother. It does look like Trump. I'm not gonna rant on this. And one last funny thing about it is that this is Gary Gensler, because Trump did it very, very nicely. So he launched the token after Gary Gensler's last day, but 2 days before his inauguration. That's perfect. And people were hating on him. So people were hating on Trump on why did he had to launch a coin 2 days before his inauguration. Well, bitch, because if he launches before Gary Gensler is still in office, he slams it immediately. If he's doing it while he's president, he's being slammed immediately. Impeachment. He had a 2-day window and he planned it and executed it perfectly. Perfectly. Congratulations to him. Incredible. Anybody calling this an idiot, you're a moron. Okay, let's go. This is not all. This is not all. Someone's saying, is this guy retarded or something? Are you talking about me or the president of the United States? Which one? Neither of us are retarded. I mean, I would think so. I don't know, bro. USA. USA. Okay, so just when you thought, guys, also I just want to let you know, this retarded guy, my name is Fefe. I bring you the best alpha every single day here, okay? So if you like the vibe, if you like the content, make sure to follow me on X. I share my trades, I share my narratives, I share my thoughts, I share my everything. I mean, not everything, it's not OnlyFans, but it's X. So make sure to follow there. And also make sure to subscribe to the channel and come back every single day. I'm going to be here. And later today, I'm also live streaming the inauguration. We're going to live trade it, maybe even 100x leverage. If he announces reserve, I'm going to take 100x leverage. Not even kidding. So it's worth doing that and subscribing. Okay, let's jump back in here. So if you look here, when everybody thought that this whole shit show is like ending, Trump launches another meme. Melania Trump. Oh, my dear Melania, if I have a token, you have to have a token. We can't have you without a token. And I have 2 days to launch this thing, otherwise I'm gonna have an impeachment. So we'd rather do it today, and I'm gonna retweet you, love. I'm just gonna retweet you. So that's what he did. He launched a meme coin for Melania. And she tweets this, and Donald Trump retweets this. Now, I'll tell you honestly, I knew this was coming, so I didn't want to post about it. Red even tweeted about it. We know it from the same people. I knew it was coming. I didn't really believe it, but I aimed into it hardcore at about 1 point something billion, 1.5 billion. So I even told you that this thing is happening, and as it went up, Solana is basically broke. And as Solana broke, I had to add and add and add higher. So my average was about 5 something billion. But this thing absolutely skyrocketed. What was interesting is that I tweeted and I told you that I'm left curving it, which means brainlessly aping into this. Okay, so it's because I'm retarded. You know, it's just simple, bro. I'm just here reading up the tweets. Like there is nothing else to do. Okay, so I'm left curving Melania. I told you that I'm left curving. I tweeted and I said, I'm brainlessly aping into this thing. And this is exactly what I did. Now, what is interesting is obviously, as Melania launched, Trump started falling. And it was obvious the play. I'll show you what I did. But it was an obvious short on Trump and an obvious long on Melania. So 32 billion in about 32 minutes that flowed out of the Trump meme because it fell about almost 50% at a time. And I shorted Trump, so this was my short. And then when it was down 50, I longed it. So I made about 300% on this, and then I made about 200% on Melania. As I said, I closed it 200% after my tweet went out. So if you follow me on X and if you had your notifications turned on, you should have made a decent money on this. And if you did, just let me know. Let me know if you did, because I wanna see it. Okay, so going on. What is interesting about all this, and we can rant about this and this and this and this, and what is interesting about this is that this is the general sentiment. And I was on Mario Spaces last night, and these guys don't get it. Like the guys who are on this proper damn mindset mentality, Trump is a fucking idiot for launching a meme coin, and this is gonna be bad for it. And partially I agree with them in the long run, but like in general, these guys are sour. These guys are sour. 20 years of buying US stocks and slowly building wealth. Meanwhile, people, it's like how demeaning this is. Like people, meanwhile, people, just like these plebs, buy a meme coin and become millionaires overnight. You know what, Michael? You should do the same. That's what I can tell you. You should do the same, Michael. You should come to the shows, and instead of 20 years of buying US stocks and slowly building wealth, you should start transitioning and realizing that the market has changed, that the industry has changed, that life has changed, and you're being left behind. Michael, much respect to you. Nothing against you. But I'm telling you that this is the way. Okay, so I put out a vote yesterday while we were debating on these spaces, and I said, is Melania and Trump bad for crypto? 75% said yes, 2,500 votes. 25% said no. Well, I'm the 25%. I'm the 25%. I'll tell you my honest thoughts, okay, on the pros and the cons. One is, we are entering currently the part of the cycle where your normie friend from high school will tell you that he made 20x from buying Trump and Ford and all that shit. And we'll try to tell you that you should be much more up, because this is becoming a left curve cycle. It's just brainlessly ape into every shit and get out before everybody else does. We get so much so, and this is the good part that I'm going to talk about now, is that, for example, Benny Johnson, if you don't know him, is a pretty cool guy. I'm not subscribed to his channel. Why? Oh, because it's the other account. Very cool guy with 2.8 million subscribers. After the launch, put out a video, like a proper live show, talking about the Trump token. This guy does not talk about crypto. He's not like, hey, this new token launched. But he, for his retail Web2 audience, went on YouTube and talked about the Trump meme coin that you could have bought using crypto cards through Moonshot. It's crazy. You don't understand how good this is for the industry. They onboarded over 500,000 people in the past 48 hours through this, okay? So whether this is good long-term or not, that's a different discussion. But one thing is certain, and I guarantee you this, okay? First of all, everything aligns. So we are there in the halving cycles where we need to start seeing a massive freaking push in the next 4 to 6 months. We are there based on market structure. We are there based on the government that's coming into office today. And most importantly, remember what happened in 2021 when Doge went from like nothing to 10 billion in 24 hours. And this marked the beginning of what was an absolute batshit insane 6 months because of course Trump sucked out liquidity. But what you have to see that at some point these guys are going to transition into the market. They might start looking into, okay, so Trump has actually launched his coin. Is there any other coins? And then they're going to start looking and they're going to start realizing that there is a whole industry behind this. And once they do realize that, they are the ones coming to buy our bags. Now, obviously, if you're watching this show, you're not going to be the one holding the bag because I'm going to tell you exactly when to get out. And this is where the whole show is leading because I'm becoming a little bit concerned. Now, on the long run, it's very important to understand. And I see we have 1,700 people. I want to tell you, my name is Fefe, okay? And I bring you the best alpha here every single day. I boil crypto down for you so you understand what it is. I give you trades, I give you explanations, and every single day I cover the news from the past 24 hours and for the next 24 hours. So the best thing you can do is to make sure to follow me at X because I post everything there, turn on notifications, and come back here. Subscribe to the channel and come back for the daily live shows. Now, going back here, one thing I can tell you is that long-term means 3 to 6 months, extremely freaking bullish. Throw the house at it. Throw the house at it, okay? Your neighbor's cat, your wife, everything.
Not financial advice.
Into crypto. Because he's saying not financial advice. I would say this is no, it's not financial advice. It's not financial advice. But you know, I'll rephrase it. I'm doing it. Like I have nothing other than crypto. Nothing, bro. Nothing. And you know, I might be the one looking at, you know, we're going to look back and be like, this idiot. But I do genuinely believe that this is the time. Bro, if you're not taking risk now, you're an idiot. Or you don't understand what you're doing, or you're scared. For either of these, I can tell you, I've been here, done this before. I've been scared shitless when I should have been buying. And I'm not making the same mistakes again. Okay? So, what that said is, the following is, why is my thing like always does like this? Okay. So here is the TLDR of what I would recommend you do. Now, again, I'm talking long term. We're going to talk about short term in a second. Okay, but long term, here's what you should do, in my opinion. Keep buying, keep layering into strong, relatively strong. So the market, relative to the market, strong coins, 2 to 3x leverage, 70% of your account max, so you don't not get liquidated. Strong coins, do not get liquidated. Okay? We can see another 30% down. Easy. 30%, 40%, absolutely possible. Make sure to buy, make sure to not get liquidated, and hold. Okay? And then I also came out and said that this is a huge day, and I'm closing some of my position, and we'll take the inauguration live. I will trade it live, and I will do that. Protect your on here on Crypto Live. Protect your downside. Do not get carried away. You have time in this market. Not a lot, but 3 to 6 months is enough to make generational wealth. And we'll explain it on the show today, which is now. So overall, here's my thinking. There are multiple scenarios that can play out today. And we have to be prepared for either at all. What is really happening is that we're going to have a president coming into office who is extremely pro-crypto, who has launched a meme coin for himself, who's launched a meme coin for his wife, who has a crypto company that's loading up on different crypto and creating a DeFi infrastructure, which, by the way, World Liquidity Finance pre-sale has sold out now, yesterday. So it wasn't selling out. We even made fun of them. And it sold out like this, no time. So this president is coming into office today. So why should you protect yourself? So why should you protect yourself? The answer is super simple. Because I do believe that the possibility of this being a sell the news event, no matter what, especially for shit coins that you're holding, is very high. Because what is really happening here? We have an AI and crypto czar, right, David Sachs? So if we look at anything really that is worth longing, It's some of the USA and Trump coins, which I'm not interested in really, because Trump, I'm not interested at 60 bill. Melania, I'm not interested because I don't think it has any value at all. USA coin, right, but what do you buy and why are you buying? And you know, how far can that go? Solana topping at 260, whatever that is now. So I don't think Solana is a great pay. Again, short term. So what are you really doing? Bitcoin is great because if he announces that there will be a reserve, national reserve, Bitcoin can pump, but we know this. We expect it. The market expects it. So if he announces and is confirmed, I'd rather think the market makers are going to take the short side because everybody expects this. Sure, we're going to have a wick to 110, 15, 20,000. And then what? And then what happens? A whip back down. So here's what I wanted to do. First of all, let's go through what is going to happen today. And again, I'm going to be here live, so you want to come back and watch this. But do we have 1,700 people watching and only 500 likes? Yes. Guys, I'm going to tell you one thing, and I'm genuinely meaning I'm going to be back here in a few hours. I don't really care. But if you want more alpha, and if you want me to analyze the charts and look at how you can prepare before the inauguration, I would advise you to smash the like button. If you don't have at least 750 likes by this video ends, we have to end the stream. I'm genuine, not joking. So let's listen to this. It's a cool video, 2 minutes to see what is really going to happen. Hold on a second here. Here we go. Let's go. Meh. You guys hear me now? So cause he's not watching the show here, he's like, no, they can't hear it. No sound. Okay, so let me just, basically what happens is that at 8:15 they're gonna arrive. They will have, he will have tea with Joe Biden. Joe Biden confirmed that Melania said no to attending this tea with them, which is like a big FU to them. Then they're gonna go to the ceremony place at 11:36 a.m. ET. JD is going to be sworn in. And then at 11:47, I didn't know this, but at 11:47, the 47th president will be sworn in. So what is going to happen is that someone's saying post link. So I'm going to actually repost this here. I'll repost this. I'll repost this now. I'll repost this. I'll repost it on my X so you will be able to see it. So and then he swears in at 11:47 ET. He's going to be sworn in. Again, we're gonna be here live and we're gonna cover the whole thing. But then 53, he's gonna have the address. Now this is the important part for the inaugural address. So this is the important note. We don't know, first of all, how long this will last. We don't know if it will be half an hour, 20 minutes. But this is the crucial part of the inauguration. This is what you really have to pay attention. When he's sworn in, he will take the stage and he will talk about stuff. And what will he talk about is what really matters. That's literally what matters. Now, if he says anything about a national reserve, I do think we're going to pump short term. I do think we are going to pump short term. If he doesn't say anything, obviously the market is going to dump like crazy. I do think that. But I do think that overall it doesn't really matter what happens on the short term, because short term you might have a pump, but in general we're going to see a dump and a consolidation for a couple of days, in my opinion. Except if he talks, and this is the important part, except if he talks about his meme, except if he talks about AI memes and AI crypto meme tokens, like anything degen, not Bitcoin reserve, but he actually mentions anything about his meme token, actually mentions anything about Ethereum, DeFi. If that happens, I do think there is no dip coming and we just go to the moon. I genuinely mean it, but I don't think that is going to be the case. And I would be actually very, very surprised if he would address Bitcoin on his inauguration speech. But if that happens, bro, like that's like, wow, that's like, what are we even talking about? Now, very important, and I'm going to get to the chart, very, very important, that as you see here, on the inauguration, 2017 inauguration, this was the bottom here, massive pump. 2021 inauguration, massive pump. 2025 inauguration, most likely massive pump. And this is why I'm saying that on a higher time frame, you should not worry about what is going to happen. But I don't want you to start over leveraging and getting into the market without understanding the implications. Let me boil it down on the charts. Did we get to? We didn't get to 750. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I think this is because I think I can do nothing, bro. I want to Vito, what's happening is that people didn't like the show. People are just like, It was cool though. It was cool spending time with y'all. Oh, now the likes are coming. Now you see people finding the button. It's just a little bit of encouragement. Just a little bit of encouragement. Bro, any other bull market didn't retrace 50? No, it always did. The question is from where it does retrace. So this is the chart, right? This is what we need to talk about because this is the important stuff here. And the important stuff is the following. I tweeted that we're gonna come down here. Why this? And then let me move all this craziness here because it's just I don't see the forest from the trees. So here is what I said. Enjoy the rest of the day. Okay, something is happening with this fucking common thing here is just always going about. Okay, so here is the thing. This here is again on the higher time frame. If you look at this, you understand that this is a massive break. And I marked these two levels. Look where the rejection came from. We had one massive rejection, about 6-7% on the total. And now we're rejecting exactly from the second level, 365. And the reason is because these are called order blocks. Okay, so the reason why this is important, I don't have time to explain this now, but the reason why this is important is because these levels are the levels where real sell-off happened, where real supply was present. And if you look at this here, if you understand what is really going on here, you see that there is not only a big sell-off that doesn't come down 50%, which if you follow my content, you know that markets retrace 50%. This is why this gray box has been drawn here, but it didn't retrace 50%. It missed it by 30. It missed it by 1%, and that is enough for it to be called an inducement trap. And that means that a lot of people say, oh, there was a retrace liquidity sweep. It's not going to come lower. But that's not true because it did not come back 50%. I'll tell you what the good news is. The good news is that I'm ruling out the 2.95 trillion. I'm ruling it out. Most likely it's not happening. We're probably not going back to the 2.95. Trump, if he's shot at or something like that, yes, I see it. Otherwise, no way we're going down to the 2.95. Like literally none, almost none. What I do think is going to happen though, that if he does not talk about anything crypto related or he barely mentions, let's take the scenarios. Number one scenario, let's take the scenarios. Number one scenario that he mentions the Bitcoin reserve and he mentions some obnoxious numbers or something, but he only talks about Bitcoin and the crypto Bitcoin reserves. He doesn't really talk about DeFi, his memes, all that. What I think is going to happen is that we're going to skyrocket to all-time highs. So I do think that Bitcoin is going to take probably like 120,000-ish. We're going to do something like this and then slam back to 50, which means worst case scenario, you buy it where you actually have it. Again, like you don't really miss by closing positions because if this is the case, yes, the initial pump, if you can catch it, we're going to be live. I'll try to catch the pump. If we catch it, incredible. If we don't catch it, well, nothing happens because we'll come back at some point 50% and we're probably going to buy it somewhere here. Now, the other scenario is he's extremely bullish, talks about Bitcoin reserves, talks about memes, talks about DeFi, no pullback. If that happens, I genuinely mean it, through the moon we go. Like, I mean it. Like, if that happens, long everything. And the third case scenario, which I believe is more likely, is that he's not going to talk about any of these. He's not going to... I want to believe he's going to talk about Bitcoin. I just don't see a president talk about Bitcoin in his inauguration speech. I just don't see it. I mean, maybe his son says, "Daddy, do it for me," and that goes like, "All right, son, I'm gonna talk about Bitcoin. I'm just gonna tell these people like, hold your Bitcoin, don't let go of your Bitcoin, and then I'm just gonna move on." Maybe that happens. I don't know. But if that happens, sure. But in general, I don't think it's going to happen. And that means that the market is going to take a dump. Now, how the dump is going to play out, and this is what I hope is going to happen. This is why I close my positions. This is why, I believe that we will have another buying opportunity. So if it happens, two main scenarios. One is We come back to the 50% of this, like, I think it's either way going to happen, by the way, but come back to the 50, down here around 3.51, and accumulate here, okay? Accumulate here, and then move on from here. This is unlikely, because I do believe if he does not, this will happen either way. We will come back to the 50, we'll come back to the 3.5 anyway. So if this does not happen though, if he does not talk about it, I do think we're going to take this low here, wick out, and this is the golden buying area. This is the last opportunity to buy before the parabolic bull that we've all been waiting for. Okay, this is literally down here below the 3.35 and above the 3 trillion mark. If this happens, someone is saying pictures frozen. Restart. We can't see. Restart YouTube.
No, I can see
you can see it's YouTube. Restart. So this is the buying opportunity that we've all been waiting for. As a summary, okay? As a summary, what you gotta do is the following. If he talks about Bitcoin National Reserve, he talks about it, okay, we will pump a little bit and retrace 50%. Worst case scenario, you buy where we are, a little bit lower. If he talks about Bitcoin National Reserve and he calls a crazy, crazy number, we're going much, much higher and the pullback is not really going to happen on Bitcoin, but other coins might suffer or lag. If he talks about Bitcoin and talks about memes, DeFi, crypto in general, I do think there is not going to be a pullback. I do think that we're going to start pumping like crazy. And I do think that everything all at once is going to start pumping. Capital will flow, and this will be the first real, commitment as a president. I do think this is going to be insane if that happens. Unlikely, but it can. And the most likely scenario, in my opinion, that he may mention a little bit about Bitcoin, but it's going to be kind of a disappointment. And that he's not going to talk about any other things, memes, DeFi, whatever. And if that happens, I do think we're coming lower. I think we're coming at least 3.5, which happens in either scenario. But most likely, we're going to come all the way down to the 3.33. We're going to wick the 50%, accumulate here. And this here is the generational buying opportunity, 3.35 and 3.35 and 3 trillion. Between these 3.35 and 3 trillion on the total market cap. If that happens, this is incredible. And guys, I want to tell you one more thing. We literally just broke 2,000 people live. This has never happened, ever. So what is crazy about this is a couple of things. One, I appreciate every single one of you guys. I don't take this for granted. The fact that 2,000 people tune in on this show live is just absolutely insane. I truly, truly appreciate every single one of you. And second, I know where we are heading. And you should subscribe to the channel, come back every single day. You should follow me on X and turn on notifications, because I genuinely dedicated my entire life to helping you make money and helping you navigate the market, because I know how difficult it was for me, that nobody was there, and now I am here for you. And also, if you want to know more about me and my journey and what we really do, there is the $1 Billion Hustle, which is my vlog, comes out every single week. There is an episode now, the Law of Attraction. No, it's not even this episode. There's an episode coming out every single week where we literally show you behind the scenes. This is the intro for the latest one. There's a link in the description. $1 billion goal. Anyway, so go and check this out if you like. There's a link in the description. Anyway, it's no sound. Okay, I don't know what's happening here. Doesn't matter. Go and check it out. Then it's you see the visual, and now you know what's up. So you can go down to the description, and it should be there. Called subscribe to Fefe's $1 Billion Hustle or something like there. If you go down here, it should be here. Subscribe to the $1 Billion Hustle. Check it out. It's actually pretty cool. I share with you everything that I'm going through. Now let's talk about some random news, which is important. What I'm looking at, where my mind is at. One is that the World Liquidity Finance is still accumulating ETH. I know they launched on Sol and everybody's going crazy on Sol. I do think that's the DGen side, and I do think that ETH is going to perform extremely well. So I am long ETH. And I will add to my ETH position. I want to build up a massive position. which is gonna be super cool. Now there was reports saying that they purchased $14 million worth, and they were $20 million worth, but they are adding ETH constantly, and I do think it's a great idea to purchase. Not only that, if you look at ETH BTC, the ETH BTC chart, you see that it basically bottomed out, and I even said this is they say breaking news: ETH BTC is lowest level since March 2021. Now what is interesting here, if you come back here and you search for ETH BTC, for those of you who don't know what this is, ETH BTC measures relative strength, ETH relative strength compared to Bitcoin, and what you can see, holy shit, look at this recovery. This is our moment. Heavy long ETH. I didn't even realize this happened yesterday. This is the moment. This is the market structure shift I've been waiting for. Yeah, not on the 4 hour, but on the hourly. This is a very strong indication, guys. This is a very strong indication. Perfect long on ETH. Perfect long on ETH. Anyway, so if you look at the daily and March 2021, let me show you. Everybody's talking about how crazy that was. This is March 2021, just so you're aware. That's 200% outperformance on ETH compared to Bitcoin. I do believe ETH is going to catch a bit here, and I am building a massive position. On the daily, what I really want to see is a break above. You have time to wait, by the way. What I really... 1,000 likes. You guys are legends. You guys are legends. 3.7 cents with 3.7, 0.037 is the level that I'm waiting for. If you do that, I will throw the house at ETH. I do believe it will start outperforming insanely. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance, because a lot of people are calling for this as well, saying Bitcoin dominance is breakout and rising. Now, a couple of days ago, this is what I said on here. This is also why it's worth subscribing. 4 days ago, look at this. This is what I said. No sound. I don't know what the fuck. So I'm saying that every retail trader. So what's gonna happen? Look, I'm gonna do this. I hear the sound. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just lip read. Look. So everybody's waiting for breaking out of this flag pattern. And what's gonna happen in reality is that it's gonna break out, and every retail trader in here, we know some, going to call this that this is a break out of the wedge, and the Bitcoin dominance is going to start flying. And so this is exactly what you see here. This is what I've been calling for a couple of days ago, that everybody's saying Bitcoin dominance is holding the breakout and rising. Oh my God, what is going to happen? And then it's very simple. And then I say, what is going to happen is the following. What is really happening, it is retracing to the OB that caused the break below. And what you're gonna say is this. So this is what I said, and this is exactly what I stand with. So a lot of people, a lot of retail traders, especially on YouTube, they will tell you that this is a perfect breakout and dominance is going to all-time highs and whatever. And we might, again, if the Bitcoin National Reserve comes, it might retrace a little bit higher. But I do believe that what's going to happen, that it's literally just a retrace coming into this bearish order block up here. And from here, it is going to reject at some point, and the rejection is going to be so severe, and the whole altcoin market is going to start. So this is what you should be preparing for. I don't think it's like a major issue, and I think you should be ready. So you're saying stupid FOMO buying Bitcoin this high. Yes, so what we're really going to do is that I'm going to be here on Crypto Live in about, when is that? It's in about 3 hours. It's in about 3 hours. I'm going to go live here, and I'm going to trade everything live. You have to make sure to tune in, so make sure to come back on the channel. Most importantly, make sure to subscribe and follow me on X. So I will obviously post all the links and everything. Just follow me on X, turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing, and then I'll just make sure to be here with you and live trade the inauguration and talk about it. Luke, what's happening? Happy to see you here. Hello, Fefe. Supporters, what's happening? Present. I'm so happy to see this. Any other bull market didn't? Oh, we didn't. Let me see this. This is something is screwing us here. Something is screwing us here big time. What do we have here? Bro, need token named bro, please. If you buy the South 3/4 year is the best buy possible. Yes, no sleep season. Yes, do AI16 set. I'm long. 3.5 years. Hello, 3.5 hours. Yes, 3.5 hours. 3.5 years. Token name, please, bro. What bro token name, please, bro? What bro token? What bro? What? Oh yeah, we'll see. Can't wait for some profits, man. Please check audio setup before streaming inauguration. I will. I know what happened is that we didn't change the switch. It's absolutely fine. Much love, hello, bruv. Thoughts on Japan rate hike expected? We'll see. I don't think they will hike. I don't think it's happening. 𝗙𝗑𝗙𝗙, please, bro. No, we can't do that. We'll do it on the inauguration. Much love. Can I want to see this post? Derek, we see you. Derek, my chest don't appear. Friend, your chat just appeared. Popcat Fefe, is it dead? Almost. What's happening to Sonic? I will be honest with you. Okay, so Sonic, I lost $45,000 in that trade. I closed it out like 75%. Mind share is just simply not there. That's the reality. So it's just simply not there. I thought it is the fastest chain. We will get a bit, but you have to trade what is hot, and AI and memes are the hot thing apparently. So see you later. Are you still long on Chill Guy? Are we still long on Chill Guy? I don't know. I think we closed it out. But I talked about it in the show. Whatever I did, I talked about it in the show. All charting today. No, later. Should we sell after inauguration? If we pump, I am going to. I need food. Trump coin, bull or bear? Trump coin, bull or bear? I don't know. What do you mean? Where is the alpha? Okay, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you're rewatching, you can see these two videos here. You can click here to subscribe to the channel. I will be back in 3.5 hours with the inauguration. And I can tell you one thing. USA. Thank you so much for watching. Truly appreciate you. And I believe I'll see you in 3.5 hours. Take care.